Hello friends, welcome to this video. Now in the previous video we saw the donut chart and now we are going for one more interesting chart here in Microsoft Excel which is known as tree map. Now I hope that you have not created up till now a tree map. Normally whenever I'm conducting an on-site training or online training and whenever I'm asking the participant that have you created the tree map, then most of the people they are saying no. They have mostly created the pie chart and donut chart, but tree map has not been created by them. So tree map is also a very interesting chart and it is also having some advantages. So first of all, let us practically see what is this tree map, and we'll also see the theoretical part here. Okay, so first of all, let us start with the theoretical part and then the practical part. I'm in the sheet here known as tree map sheet. So what is a tree map in Excel? So a tree map is a data visualization tool in Excel that displays hierarchical data as nested rectangles. So here we will see practically that in the tree map we are having various rectangles and the size of the rectangle is showing you the proportion. So here it says that each rectangle represents a category and the size of the rectangle is proportional to a numerical value, let's say sales or revenue or population, etc. Colors are also used to show another dimension, often indicating subcategories or values. So here mostly we are going for the combination of the size of the rectangles and the colors also. Normally if you ask me that what is the purpose of a tree map, the purpose is to go for a comparison. So here it says that when you are seeing the large rectangles, then it will highlight the larger values. If you are having the nested rectangles inside large ones, then it is showing you the subcategory. So within one rectangle, if you are having some other rectangles also, then it is highlighting the subcategories here. Tree maps are particularly useful for quickly spotting the patterns and relative proportion in the large data set. Now, what are the uses of tree map in Excel? It is visualizing the hierarchical data with multiple levels. So we can go for categories and subcategories also. Comparing relative sizes of categories and subcategories, spotting the trends or outliers quickly. We can see that, okay, where is the outlier here in this tree map? Summarizing the large data set in a compact visual. Never worry about the size of the data set. It can be any, but here it will create a compact visual. Useful in sales analysis, budget breakdowns, market share, and product performance reports. Now, what are the advantages of tree map? Efficient space usage. Displays a lot of information in a small area that we'll see in the practical part. Quick comparison. We can see the size of the rectangles. We can see the color also. We can also have the hierarchy representation here, parent-child relationship. It can highlight the patterns and outliers and interactive with Excel. Okay, it can be used with slicers and filters for the dynamic analysis. Now here we are having the disadvantages also. So it is hard to read with too many small categories. So let's say if we are having very small rectangles, then it is very difficult to understand the value of that rectangles. Not ideal for exact values. Tree map shows relative size, not precise numbers. So we can see the size of the rectangle, but if you want to see the precise number, then it is difficult. Limited to hierarchical or numerical data. Color representation can be tricky because if too many categories are involved, distinguishing colors can be confusing. So when you are having too many colors because of too many categories, then it is difficult to analyze. And the last point over here is that less effective for trend analysis over time. So here also I cannot do the trend analysis. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of tree map. Now let us quickly create a tree map here. So here I'm having the various cities and the sales. So I select this whole table. I will go to the insert tab. Now in the insert tab, you are having this separate button known as insert hierarchy chart. In this insert hierarchy chart, we are having here the tree map and the sunburst chart. Sunburst chart we'll see further. So here, if I go for this tree map, I can select the tree map over here. And now this is my tree map. So here we are having the various rectangles. It depends upon the size here. So here Delhi is having the biggest rectangle because its sales is here 5,500. Then we are having here Mumbai, which is having the sales of 5,000. Then we are having Pune, Hyderabad, Ahmedabad, Chennai, etc. So it is very easy to understand based on the size of the rectangle, and also the colors are also given here. Different rectangles is having different colors. So this is how it is easy to use. Now see, I want to show you here one important thing, that instead of this tree map, I'm having so many cities here. Now instead of this tree map, if I go to this change chart type in this chart design, and if I convert this tree map into a, let's say, a pie chart. So I convert it into a pie chart, I click on OK button, and now you see here that this is a pie chart. This is looking good, but the problem here is that we are having so many categories. We are having here so many cities. Yeah, so total we are having 10 cities. So as I mentioned in the previous videos related to the pie chart, that in the pie chart and the donut chart, you should not have more than 5 to 6 pies, or you can say 5 to 6 slices. Yeah, here we are having 10 slices, so it is very difficult to analyze. So whenever you are having more than 5 6 slices, or more than 5 6 categories, or more than 5 6 products, if you want to compare, then please use the tree map. Tree map is much easier to analyze. This is the advantage of the tree map. Yeah, when you are having less than 5 6 categories or 5 6 slices, then you can go for the pie chart or donut chart. If you are having more, then definitely you can use the tree map. You can also use the tree map for less categories also, but for comparison purpose, then better you go for the pie chart and donut chart if you are having less categories. So friends, here we are concluding the tree map. Now from the next video, I'll be talking about the different kinds of line chart. So see you then in the next video. Thank you very much.